everyone, Jarachi here, and today's video I will be talking about my first day as a Girls Who Code facilitator. So how did I end up in Girls Who Code? So my local library wanted to start a Girls Who Code club, and the reason was because in our particular city, for whatever reason, the local high schools didn't really have like AP computer science or like coding opportunities or like robotics clubs, so I don't know. So the library wanted to do something about it, and their first try was going to be with Girls Who Code. And I thought, yeah, I'm down. I want to try. So I got sent like several things before I could even get sent the curriculum. I got sent a test, like an assessment test, which was pretty easy if you understand coding. And then I also got sent like a background check and then some material. I got sent this cute little like notebook after I signed up to be a facilitator, and these stickers. So thank you, Girls Who Code. These are really cute. I really like them. And let's see what else. Yeah, after you're all approved and everything, then they send you like access to this forum where you can post questions, and then people are really nice and they'll answer and they're polite. And then you also get sent like a sort of like Blackboard where you have like your assignments. So I didn't know any of this because when I tried to research what's it like being a Girls Who Code teacher or facilitator, there's nothing, because they're very protective of their brand, so they don't want like too much of it getting leaked or whatever. So I'm going to try to talk about Girls Who Code in such a way that doesn't give away anything, but it also gives insights to if you're looking to become a teacher, or I mean a facilitator. You're not really a teacher, and which is nice because it takes that pressure off of you. You're not sending them homework, you're not grading, you're not, calling parents or whatever. So that's really nice. I like that. So it wasn't really what I expected in a good way. So I was expecting, well, I came straight out of college, so I got used to all like the hard, fast-paced studying, testing. So I thought, oh, 2 hours of coding, oh yay, oh joy. But when I actually read through the curriculum, it was really fun. Like they present it in such a fun way. They're not sitting at their desk for an hour trying to code something. What it is, they present like videos, they present games, they present stories, and each of these have like intertwined in them like little concepts that you wouldn't really understand. If you're like a computer science person, you could tell right away like, oh, that's gonna teach them for loops, or that's gonna teach them variables or something. But if you don't know that stuff, like you're just taking it in and you're just understanding it, you're learning it, and you're having fun. And then later on, when you get to like the actual like code, then like you get it, like light bulb. So that was one thing I didn't expect. Another thing I didn't expect was it's really positive. Like sometimes when you get way too deep into the girl power kind of mentality, like you fall into that trap of like you start to hate boys, and you think all the guys are like out to get you, which obviously isn't true, but sometimes your mind just kind of wanders the wrong way. And I really liked that it was they kept equality, and instead of trying to bash like or talk down on guys, what they did was they talked up to the girls. Like instead of going like this, it was more like this. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. They really try to foster like a sisterhood, teamwork, and I really like that. I really like that it was like a positive way to empower women without making them like crazy, like man-haters. My own words, okay? Don't try to tell Girls Who Code like, hey, Jarachi said this. My own words. And Girls Who Code, they're not even like paying me to do this. I just thought I wanted to help you guys if you wanted to become a facilitator. Anyway, apart from all that. So it was positive, it was fun. What else? They give you videos, so I didn't expect that I would come across technical problems. So if you start, make sure you have like a working projector, a speakers, or some kind of way for the girls to watch these videos, because videos are pretty important. I think they're inspirational, and then they also feature girls who've gone through the Girls Who Code project before, so I think it's important. When I went, the sound worked for like the first 3 seconds, and then it got mute. So then we had to like call the library staff and ask them to like fix the sound system. So while they were doing that, I was trying to like ramble, make up time so that they're not bored watching the sound person do his thing. So make sure you have that down. And speaking of projector, like you don't need to like have a PowerPoint up, so don't worry about that. I would print out the material though, so that in case you get lost. They have like all these really cool things, and you can switch around. Not too much, obviously, you have to keep the core stuff, but like there's certain things that are flexible, like you could switch doing it this day or another day, or before this or after this. So they're flexible in that sense. Also, I wouldn't try to go at this alone. I had 2 assistants. I had an administrative assistant who was in charge of emailing all the parents and taking care of all like the paperwork and all the legal stuff. And then I also had like a teaching assistant, yes. It was really helpful because she's a mom, and one of her students one of her daughters is in my class. So I had that well of wisdom to draw from, like if I didn't know anything about teenage girls or preteen girls. I know I've been a girl before, like a young girl, but like, you know, 10 years later you kind of lose touch with that age, that how you were at that age. So it was really helpful having someone there who, you know, has a teenager of her own. Yeah, so that's all I have for now. Let's see. I will be having like a last day of the session like party. Like we'll have pizza, and like the girls will talk about their projects and stuff with each other. So after that, I'll do another video of my last day with Girls Who Code, and hopefully I'll have a lot more insight, some more useful things to say and share. And yeah, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please write them below. Thank you.